So, good evening. Tonight is the August 15th Zoning Board of Appeal meeting. The first matter we have tonight is a continuation of case number 0518 Supa Cars LLC. This is an application for an amendment to an existing special permit under section 5B4E and 5B4DD of the zoning bylaw to allow the repair of outside cars, increase the number of cars parked on the site, and rental of U-Haul vehicles and metal crafting and body repair with no sanding or painting. This afternoon, we received a message from the applicant requesting of the board to continue the hearing until September 19th. Just note the applicant is not present and there's no one else here at the hearing. Just I'll open it up for discussion with the board. Any issues, questions, or concerns? Okay.
So moved.
So I'll take a motion to accept or to continue the hearing until September 19th at 7 o'clock in this room.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there any timelines for that?
And she probably won't be ready on that day either.
No.
Do we have a lot on the 5th?
No. We have like 2.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, do we need to come in a little early to reorg? I was gonna see if we could get here at 6:30, but if we only have 2, we're fine. Okay. I thought we might have had more since it's beginning of this fall and all that.
Okay. The other matter was, and do you have the email? Didn't this come with an email?
It just said to, I think it just said to forward that to you guys, that's all it said.
What's this lottery thing?
Yeah,
That's
so.
just what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, you know what it is? I can't read this. This is like cooties for me.
If I recall the email correctly, let me just grab it.
Oh, all these are cooties to me.
What is?
It's all one case.
It's all the, getting the cheap house.
So this is Moose Hill, so.
I'm not in this. Mark it down, please.
All right, I have it.
I just want to reference it, and the reason why we were gonna talk to the board, because I believe it was required by the case.
You mean as a condition?
Probably was. Yeah. So, this was attached, and correct me, Amy, if I have this wrong, but, this was from the, affordable housing agent for the affordable, units being built as part of the 157 unit rental development on 50 Cricket Lane, Alta Easterly. Per condition 10 of the comprehensive permit, it states the applicant shall submit to the board a report on the marketing activity at the project during the initial lease up of the project, demonstrating compliance with the local preference requirement pursuant to the plan approved by the subsidizing agency as set forth below. Okay, so this is the marketing plan, and I think the, what was it?
Wonder if I should even leave the room.
Oh, you don't say anything, you just.
Yeah. So the print ad of affordable housing will run at least twice within a 60-day marketing period at the newspapers listed. The papers listed cover the Walpole area, include papers to attract African American, Hispanic, Chinese applicants. So the idea, and for the board's consideration, is that this marketing plan, and then if you look at the newspapers, you have CNC weekly newspaper, so that includes Stoughton Journal, Easton Journal, Canton Journal, Holbrook Sun, Mansfield News, Norton Mirror, Randolph Herald, and Sheridan Advocate. There's also Craigslist and others here for you to review.
Now, what are all these other schools, churches?
So these are business contacts groups that they are communicating the availability of the affordable units. The idea is that, you know, we're trying to make those available units known and marketed to individuals who would qualify in our local community, so that there's a preference in offering those units to
Right.
existing residents of Walpole or the Walpole area. And I think that's what the condition, in my opinion, that's what the condition is looking for.
Because I've never seen anything like this before.
I've seen in other 40Bs where we have requested this, and by and large, I don't remember that it came back for the board to review, but I thought it
Oh, I
was
think
good
it's
for the
good.
board. So that we know that the condition is being satisfied, and I think that the board should vote on, you know, that based on the review
Right.
of the documents provided, that condition 10 has been satisfied.
And the condition was just to submit the report. It doesn't say full review and approval, just says submit it, yeah.
Yep. That we've received it. I mean, you know,
Okay,
so I
right.
think inherent in that is that this,
Right.
what was submitted qualifies for, as a,
Satisfying the condition.
yeah, satisfying the condition.
But I don't know how we can vote that when it says just review and discuss. I know it's a technicality that you wanted us to vote, but in fact, this did satisfy. mean, it-
I mean, we're not really asked. I mean, they are satisfying the condition by submitting it to us, so we don't have to if that's,
See, no, I
board's
just think
opinion.
technically that might not be the right thing to do. Because somebody would rear their ugly head and say it was not on the agenda, it was just discussion.
it is on, oh.
You see
in
what I'm
terms of
saying?
taking
Yeah,
action?
do you see what I'm
It's on
saying?
the
Yeah.
agenda, though.
Review
To
and
take
discuss,
action.
but it doesn't say anything about taking action.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm
It's how
saying?
it was
I'm just,
listed.
right, that's what I'm saying. Not that, I mean, just make it difference to me one way or another, but you never know.
Right, and also,
Yeah.
they're not, their responsibility was to submit it. They're not asking for, you know, any type of response from the board.
Because that no good deed goes unpunished, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I
to
think, yeah, I
get
think
you.
the subsidizing agency that, you know, subsidizing the rents is
They're gonna oversee it.
responsible for oversight and make sure they're compliant
Yeah.
with it, so it's, more informational, I think, for the board.
Okay. I'm good with that also. Good. All right, so, and then as far as the reorganization, we wanna reschedule that for, we're next on for the
Yeah.
5th?
Yeah, it's on the bottom, I think it's the fifth.
Yeah,
bottom.
yep.
Okay. Yeah, and,
And hopefully they'll, the Board of Selectmen will appoint one or two. No, I'm talking about one or
New
two
people.
more alternates.
yeah, have we heard
Because
from them?
we-
So,
Ed was on
I
with me.
emailed Cindy what the protocol was, she doesn't place it in the paper because it's too much money, but
I got the codes out. That was out.
she puts it on the town website that there is vacancies.
It's too much money?
Get Russell back up here.
Excuse me? How much is too much, $100? $200?
They don't usually advertise
Does the board have a budget?
that.
Honest to God, I never heard of anything so
budget.
insane in my
It
life.
is.
I asked Cindy,
It's
because
like
it would
$12
go
The only
through her,
reason,
so-
the only
It's
reason
mostly
I'm
copying
saying that,
And postage.
the only reason I'm saying is that people will often say, how did you get on that board? To me, how do you go about getting on?
Someone calls you and begs. Right?
But my point is, some people ask, they wanna know how you get on the board, they don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I could forward you the email.
Do you know,
Like-
I wonder, what about the woman that was very active in the Burns Ave? She seemed to be wanting to get
Yeah,
involved.
she's
They're
now
gonna
taken
have more
on-
of a fight though.
She's taken on, now she's taken on the
She's already
bullying.
doing the 40 days, so.
She's found her niche within the town, now she's,
Does she have something?
yes, she is. No, she's
There was
working on
also,
the bullying.
you know, again, People, word of mouth, whoever, you know, wanna be, there seem to be residents that were
Yeah.
interested, and your comment sparked that thought. So, I mean, whoever we know that might be interested, I think would be fine. How long ago was your conversation with Cindy?
Oh, the day after you said last meeting.
So about last meeting?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think if we just be in touch and see, you know, if they've received anything.
Okay.
See, the thing is, a lot of people don't even look at the government channel. A lot of people. For instance, now I'm dating myself. Years ago, there was a reporter that came to every meeting, the FinCom, the zoning
You
board,
would
the
be friends with
planning
them.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would
Sit right in the
come,
front.
they would report, and you would get the Walpole Times, and you would have the minutes of every meeting. That doesn't happen anymore. You have to go on, you have to go online. A lot of people don't do that. Consequently, I would wager to say that 70% of the people in the town don't have any idea what's going on unless it touches them personally.
Exactly.
You know, I don't know how many times I've heard people complain about, oh, sure, the zoning board just let those 2 big projects downtown. Hello, where were people?
Well, I
And that was
remember-
advertised,
I
that
remember
was.
when the newspaper used to come with a reporter.
That's right,
And my nephew works for a local newspaper and goes to meetings
exactly,
and reports on them.
exactly.
And, you know, so it's unfortunate.
You know, I
And
did.
even if that reporting was on a website, if it's too
Yeah.
costly to print newspapers, but, you know, I think the activity of the press would
Exactly.
be, is really important.
Does it
Because,
have to be a formal notice? I mean, could I just write a letter to the editor of the Walpole Times, say, hey,
Yeah,
she'll
I'm
go,
a
I've
member-
called,
I'm a member of the
You can
zoning
do that.
board.
right,
We have
You
a
can
full
do that.
board, but we're in need of associate members. If
Yes.
anyone's interested, go see the website, you know, or something.
see what,
Sure.
I know, because I really, I mean, there's a lot of people that really don't have any idea.
there's so many people, when you tell them I was at a zoning, they're like, what does that do? They're like, no clue. It's funny. I mean,
just
I
trying to
grew up
think of
around
ways that we
having a
could get the word
dad,
out
builder
that-
dad, so I
in
mean, I
broader
grew up around it.
circulation.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
But some people have,
But
don't even have a
I
clue.
don't wanna, like, violate any rules of.
Oh, I don't think it
you know.
violate any rules.
I would,
I don't think you
I would
would.
refer them to the selectmen,
Yeah.
because they're the appointing.
Right.
So
Right.
if we're spreading the word around, I would spread them to encourage people to contact the Board of
You could
Selectmen.
call
Oh, I
Cindy
don't
and
think
ask.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think
She's
Bob
great.
meant to, you know, have him call us, just
Yeah,
point
no,
of
no, no, I'm
information,
just saying,
yes.
I was just-
in-
I think there's, like,
include that
Yeah,
as
Money for
a
the
part of the
money.
message.
well, they could call the zoning and or the Board of Selectmen, whatever,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Oh, the
you
Board
know.
of Selectmen, because I
Call
wouldn't do, I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Call Amy.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, if they did call you. I'm
Well,
sure
then I
you
would
send
direct
it.
them, of course, of
Listen,
course.
we'll put it on the website, your cell number.
Bye.
They should call you and yourself.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah. Oh, nobody will get me in my work number.
Oh, they won't.
No, they won't.
Just cell number.
Marty, can I make a motion?
Yes,
Do you have any further?
no further business?
No.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second? All those in favor? Aye.
Well, now that was short and sweet.
That was the best thing I said all night, Sal.
Huh? How much longer do you have to wait?